If you're over 60 and your feet start burning the moment you lie down at night, you already know how strange and frustrating this feeling is. It's not pain exactly, and it's not just heat, it's this deep, prickling, sometimes electric sensation that seems to come from nowhere, right when you're trying to fall asleep. Some people describe it like their feet are on fire. Others say it feels like pins and needles mixed with heat, crawling from the soles up toward the ankles. And the strangest part is, during the day it's barely noticeable. But the second you get into bed, it flares up. Tonight, I want to walk you through exactly why this happens, what your body might be trying to tell you, and one simple thing you can do before bed that many people say brings relief within minutes. Stay with me until the end, because the cause of this symptom is often something most people never think to check, and ignoring it for too long can make things worse. Let's start with why this happens specifically at night, and specifically after 60. During the day, your mind and body are busy. You're walking, working, talking, distracted by 100 small things. Your nervous system is getting so much input that low-level signals from your feet simply don't register. But at night, everything goes quiet. There's no noise, no movement, no distraction. Your brain finally has the space to notice every small signal coming from your body, and for many people over 60, the nerves in the feet have quietly been sending distress signals for months or even years without being noticed. Lying down also changes blood flow. When you're upright, gravity helps pull blood down to your legs and feet. When you lie flat, that changes, and in people with poor circulation, this shift can actually trigger more nerve irritation, not less. So the burning isn't random, it's your body's nervous system becoming loud precisely when everything else goes silent. Now here's the part most people don't realize. Burning feet at night after 60 is very rarely just getting older. Age is not a diagnosis. It's usually a symptom of something specific happening inside the body, and there are a handful of common culprits. The most frequent one is something called peripheral neuropathy, which simply means the small nerves in your feet have become damaged or irritated. This can come from long-term high blood sugar, even in people who don't officially have diabetes yet but have what's called prediabetes. High sugar levels slowly damage the thin protective coating around your nerves, called myelin, and when that coating wears down, nerves start misfiring. They send pain and heat signals even when there's no actual heat or injury present. This is why so many people with burning feet also notice tingling, numbness, or a feeling like they're walking on a cushion of air. The second major cause is vitamin B12 deficiency. B12 is essential for keeping your nerve coating healthy, and after 60, your stomach naturally produces less of the acid needed to absorb B12 from food. Many people on certain long-term medications, especially for acid reflux or diabetes, are also at higher risk of B12 deficiency without knowing it. When B12 drops too low, nerves throughout the body, especially in the feet, start to misfire, and burning or tingling is often the very first sign, appearing months or even years before more serious symptoms show up. The third cause is simple poor circulation. As we age, blood vessels can narrow or stiffen slightly, especially if there's any history of high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or smoking in the past. When blood flow to the feet slows down, especially at night when you're lying flat, the tissue doesn't get quite enough oxygen, and this can trigger a burning, aching sensation that eases once you sit up or move your legs. The fourth cause, which surprises a lot of people, is magnesium deficiency. Magnesium is one of the most important minerals for calming the nervous system. It helps nerves relax after they fire, almost like a brake pedal. When magnesium levels are low, which is extremely common in people over 60 due to changes in diet and how the kidneys process minerals, nerves can become overactive. This doesn't just cause burning feet, it's also one of the most common reasons people get leg cramps and restless legs at night. And finally, some people experience burning feet simply from footwear and pressure patterns built up during the day. Tight shoes, standing for long periods, or even certain socks with tight elastic can compress small nerves and blood vessels in the feet. The irritation doesn't show up immediately, it builds slowly and then becomes noticeable hours later when you're finally resting. So now you understand the why. Let's talk about what actually helps, starting tonight. The single most effective and immediate thing you can do before bed is a contrast foot soak. This is simple, it costs almost nothing, and it works by calming an overactive nervous system while also improving blood flow, addressing two of the biggest causes we just talked about at the same time. Here's exactly how to do it. About 20 to 30 minutes before you plan to sleep, fill one basin with comfortably warm water, not hot, and another with cool water, not ice cold. Sit in a chair and place your feet in the warm water first for about 3 minutes. You'll feel the blood vessels gently expand, which improves circulation. Then switch to the cool water for about 1 minute. This causes the vessels to gently contract, which acts almost like a pump, pushing blood and reducing inflammation around the nerves. Repeat this cycle 3 to 4 times, always finishing on the cool water. After you're done, dry your feet thoroughly, especially between the toes, and instead of jumping straight into bed, take 30 seconds to gently massage the soles of your feet using slow circular motions with your thumbs. This simple pressure stimulates the nerves in a controlled way and tends to interrupt the burning signal before it has a chance to build up once you lie down. Many people report that this alone reduces the burning within minutes of getting into bed. But if you want to boost the effect even further, there are a few additions worth trying. Adding a tablespoon of Epsom salt to the warm water can help, because Epsom salt contains magnesium sulfate, which some of your skin can absorb, gently supporting the very mineral that calms overactive nerves. This isn't a replacement for addressing an actual magnesium deficiency through diet or a doctor's guidance, but as a nightly ritual, it can make a noticeable difference. Elevation is the second thing worth doing every single night. After your foot soak, lie down and prop your feet up on a pillow for about 10 minutes before settling into your normal sleeping position. This uses gravity to help drain excess fluid and improve venous return, which is especially helpful if poor circulation is part of what's causing your symptoms. Some people find it comfortable enough that they keep a slightly elevated position through the night using a wedge pillow under the mattress or under their calves. The third thing, and this one is often overlooked, is what you wear to bed. If you tend to sleep with socks on, switch to loose, breathable cotton socks rather than anything with tight elastic bands. Tight socks compress small blood vessels right at the ankle, and for feet that are already struggling with circulation or nerve irritation, that small amount of pressure can be the difference between a calm night and a burning one. Some people actually find relief goes up when they sleep with feet uncovered and exposed to slightly cooler air, since heat trapped under blankets can intensify the burning sensation for those with nerve-related causes. Diet plays a bigger role here than most people expect, and this is where long-term change really matters. If your burning feet are connected to blood sugar issues, even small reductions in refined sugar and white flour in the evening meal can make a measurable difference within a couple of weeks. Try to include more leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and whole grains, which are naturally rich in magnesium and B vitamins. Foods like spinach, almonds, pumpkin seeds, and lentils are particularly good, easy to add to an evening meal, and gentle on digestion before bed. If you drink alcohol, know that it directly interferes with B12 absorption and can worsen nerve irritation, so cutting back, especially in the hours before sleep, often brings noticeable relief. I also want to gently mention something important. While home remedies like the foot soak, elevation, and dietary changes genuinely help a large number of people, burning feet at night should never be permanently ignored, especially after 60. If the burning is new, if it's getting progressively worse, if it's paired with numbness, weakness, changes in skin color, or if you notice any wounds on your feet that aren't healing properly, please see a doctor. A simple blood test can check your B12 levels, blood sugar, and kidney function, all of which are common, very treatable causes of this exact symptom. Catching something like early diabetic neuropathy or a B12 deficiency early on can prevent it from becoming permanent nerve damage down the road. Think of tonight's remedy as excellent, immediate relief and a wonderful nightly habit, but not a replacement for understanding the actual root cause happening inside your body. One more thing worth mentioning, because so many people ask about it, gentle stretching before bed can also make a real difference, especially if tight calf muscles or nerve compression higher up the leg is contributing to the burning sensation. A simple calf stretch against a wall, held for 20 to 30 seconds on each side, done right after your foot soak, can release tension along the path of the nerves that run down into your feet. Combine that with the foot soak, elevation, and breathable socks, and you've built a complete nightly routine that addresses circulation, nerve calming, mineral support, and muscular tension all at once. If you try this tonight, I'd genuinely love to know how it goes for you. Everyone's body is a little different, and what brings relief in 3 minutes for one person might take a few nights of consistency for another. Give this routine 3 to 5 nights in a row before judging whether it's working, because the nervous system often needs a little time to calm down after months or years of irritation. And if you found this helpful, there are millions of people over 60 dealing with this exact same frustrating symptom every single night, quietly, without knowing why. Sharing this with a parent, a neighbor, or a friend who's mentioned burning feet at night could genuinely change how well they sleep starting tonight. Take care of those feet, they've carried you for 60 years and more, and with the right nightly care, they can feel calm and comfortable again.